Hi, Scorpio Sun and Rising. Welcome to your April 2025 Astro Update. It's Rena here. Well, April is a month that I still think is going to be very busy, and there are going to be a lot of things going on as a continuation of March. I'm recording this not even in the middle of March when I think things really start to heat up. So if you're listening before mid March, keep in mind that thus far in March, we have a Venus retrograde in Aries, and Mercury is going to go retrograde in Aries mid month. And there's going to be the astrological New Year's in Aries on the 20th of March. There's going to be a solar eclipse in Aries on the 29th of March. And then on the 30th of March, there's going to be Neptune going into Aries. So when we get to April, it isn't like we're, going to forget about the sign of Aries. There's going to be more things that happen in Aries. And I just want to make it clear here that Aries for you is your sixth house. So this really has a lot to do with your life on a day-to-day basis. So that's your daily routine, how you order your time management, that kind of thing. But the sixth house is the house of work. It's the house of health. So these issues can be front and center for you, not only in April, but also in March. Or I should say, not only in March, but also in April. On the 7th of the month, Mercury goes direct at 26 degrees of Pisces. And that's the other thing that I should have said, that uh, both Mercury and Venus go back into Pisces, which is a fellow water sign to you. And this is going to be for you in that fifth house, which is such a great house. The house of love and creativity, the house of children, the house of the business that you own. Because the retrograde began in the sixth house, this could have something to do with rethinking, whether or not you want to work for yourself, something about your love life, rethinking that. I mean, on the 7th, Mercury is going direct, but this is something that you have been dealing with. Maybe you've heard from somebody from your past, and I would even wonder, I'm sure this is not the majority of Scorpio people, but because Mercury and Venus both retrograded back in the sixth house, did you have an affair with somebody who is in the office place? Because that could also be part of it. Like, do I really want to jeopardize my job? But anyway, Mercury goes direct on the 7th in the fifth house, and on the 12th, we have a full moon at 23 degrees of Libra that is falling in your 12th house. This is a very psychic full moon. Watch your dreams, because this is the dream state and you could have some kind of prophetic dreams. It's a great time to let go of any self-defeating patterns or bad habits, which can be part of the 12th house, like addictions. On the same day, again, this is the 12th, Venus, which, by the way, rules Libra, goes direct at 24 degrees of Pisces in the fifth house. So there may be something here. There may be some kind of connection with love, but with something, there could be secrets coming out somehow The 12th house is one of those houses that I would say could be secrets because it's private, it's hidden, and full moon brings these things out. So Venus direct in the fifth, makes me wonder what's happening. You definitely could have heard from someone from your past the last few weeks, and you're ready to move forward now that Venus and Mercury are direct. On the 16th, Mercury goes back into Aries, into that sixth house. So you may be thinking about your daily routine. One of the things that can really come about, I feel like this is such an important aspect of the sixth house is your daily routine, because there are some people that will say they can't accomplish something because they have to work 9 to 5, and they might want to do all these things, but they have like this very rigid schedule. And I remember working someplace, and my boss, and it was a retail environment, and my boss told me that she got her MBA by getting up at 4 in the morning. And that's when she would study. That's when she would do her work. And that really is how it works, because you're right, there are only so many hours in the day, and that's why you have to maximize them when you have a specific goal. So there may be something going on that really emphasizes this for you in some way, Scorpio, and this will really improve your life now that you have been reflecting on a lot of things. Now it's time that you might be taking action. On the 17th, Mars goes back into Leo. Remember that Mars retrograded back into your fellow water sign Scorpio, Cancer. And so now it's back in Leo, and this is going to be the fourth house that we're talking about. This is so when Mars began the retrograde, it started here. It started in the fourth house. It went back into the third, and this could have involved conflict with your mom. It could have also involved your siblings in the third house. And in another area, this could have been with some sort of house renovations. Mars in the fourth house can be construction, and the third house can be your neighbors. So if you wanted to put an addition and your neighbors were like, no, that's going to, block our view or whatever, it's going to cause too much noise. Those kinds of things could have either delayed a project or just created bad vibes, in your immediate environment. But now that Mars is direct and it's back in its own sign, Mars is getting stronger. And Mars comes out of its shadow, I believe, on the 2nd of May. So it's getting there. On the 19th, the sun goes into Taurus. That's your opposite sign, Scorpio. And on the 27th, you have a new moon at 7 degrees of Taurus. Your opposite house is the 7th house. So this is the place for relationships. There's a new kind of flavor to your relationship. And that can run the gamut. I mean, it could be somebody getting divorced, because the 7th house is also legal matters. So, I mean, a new development could be a divorce. For others, if you've been having family issues, You may have decided that your primary relationship is really the most honest relationship and you have a new appreciation for it. I mean, that's just one possibility. But in any case, that area is starting to be featured. And on the 30th of April, Venus goes back into Aries. So back into that sixth house, Venus goes. Maybe you appreciate your job more than you did in the past. And even if it's a job that you don't want to do for the rest of your life, you may feel like it was better than you thought it was. This could also be getting a raise. So that's a possibility as well. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I have all kinds of readings and package deals. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for listening. Bye.